Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we are going to be going over the Ferry Compound by my man Fluke Creations. Now Fluke Creations has been pumping out some fire tracks for quite a while, and recently he's just been, cranking them out even more. Now I do gotta say, I'm a huge fan of Fluke's fantasy tracks, you know what I'm saying? But he's been doing a lot more of the replica side of things, which I give him mad props for, because replicas, I've done one and they drive me nuts, because it's like you're trying to get that feel from what it is real life, and it's really hard to do, man. It really is. So that just, once I tried that, it definitely made me respect JV and all those guys that do replicas so well. It just made me appreciate and respect their work even more. You know what I'm saying? But I can't bring up the Ferry Compound and the track we're on without shouting out one of my favorite people I've ever met in the community, Baked Minotaurs. Now, if you don't feel like buying this track off of the shop, there is a free version of this track. Different layout, different year, I think. Pretty sure, on MXB Mods by Baked Minotaurs. And Baked Minotaurs, man, he was such a nice dude, such a great track creator. I don't know what happened to him. I know he hasn't been around because of like personal issues or some things going on IRL. But I miss the dude, man. He was a great dude, and I loved talking with him. You know what I mean? I wish you could see how far I've come, on YouTube and, track creating wise, because he's been gone for a minute, man. So if anybody knows him IRL or still talks to him, just let him know. Smokes has said what up. I've reached out a couple times, but hopefully he comes back to the scene here soon, man. But I couldn't do a video on the Ferry Compound without bringing up Baked Minotaurs, dude. His free version is actually very good as well. So even if you do buy this, definitely go check that out. I do believe they have different layouts. So, but we're gonna get on to the actual track side of things, and we're gonna talk about some things that we like and some things that we don't like. Now, usually I try to list 5. I don't think I'll be able to quite list 5. Some of the things I like about this track, I love the multiple line choices. Now that's more related to it being a replica, because you're replicating what is in the IRL version, but nonetheless I love the line choices. 2, I love the flow. These jumps are a little bit overscaled, and just overall, man, you can absolutely rip and flow. Now that does make it a little bit harder on the 250, and as much as it is one of the things I like, it's also one of the things I don't like. I do wish it was scaled down just a little bit more, because some of these jumps and lines are definitely hard on the 250, and I prefer the 250. So that's why I'm on the 450 right now, just in case you were wondering. But that's the only thing that I had to say about the track that I didn't like, was that I do wish it was scaled down just a little bit. Outside of that, it's a great track. Now, another thing I really enjoy is the lighting, man. The way that he has the track lit up, and it just, it makes everything pop, and it's just so nice, man. And then the last thing that I can think of that I really like is just, I love the different colors of soil and how they change, and how cohesive it kind of just comes together. So those are the things I like and I don't like about the compound. Altogether, fire compound. Definitely you got to go get it, man. But we're gonna go check out the Supercross track real quick before we go any further. All right, so now we're on the Supercross track. Now, at the time of me recording this, I think I bought it and downloaded it right when it came out. I've just been so busy, I haven't been able to get to doing videos on them. So you're gonna see quite a few videos over the next week that are of tracks that came out recently that I just hadn't got to. But the timing gates are not working on the Supercross and Sand track for me right now on here. And I messaged Fluke, and Fluke said that it had been updated. So I just didn't re-download it, and I just got to re-download it. So when you go pick it up, it'll definitely be fixed. You'll have timing gates on everything, and things like that. So now, as far as the Supercross track goes, it's the same things as the motocross track for what I like and what I don't like. This track on a 250 is quite difficult. So once again, we're on the 450. But yeah, man, Fluke just keeps killing it, keeps coming out with banger tracks, man. And at this point, I would have to say Fluke is one of the better track creators that we have in MX bikes, you know what I mean? And I really enjoy any time that he releases a track. So my suggestion, if I had to suggest to you, would be go pick this up. It's $2.50 on the shop, which is kind of a steep price, but being that you get 3 tracks, all with timing gates, you can race on them, everything like that. That kind of puts it into the territory of, you're paying right around 71 cents per track, or 71, 75, something like that. But it's definitely worth it. The value is there for the $2.50. You know what I mean? So I can't even be mad at that price at all. It's amazing. The whole compound is very fun, and there is going to be a lot of like transfers and different things that you can do on this compound. So it's not just regular guys that come out and ride the tracks that are going to enjoy this. I do think that even the free ride guys would enjoy this track because of the way the jumps are built. So we're going to go check out the sand track though. Alright, so now we are on the sand track, man. Now, of all 3 tracks, I gotta be honest with you, the sand track is my least favorite. But the only reason the sand track is my least favorite is because I suck at racing on sand. I suck at riding on sand. I don't know why. Sand tracks make me angry on this game. They really do. Really, really make me angry. But it's still a very good sand track. Multiple line choices, and sand tracks, sand sections in general are just very hard to create. I put a sand section in my next track that I'm working on right now, and it's hard to get those ruts and corners to feel the way they should with the sand. You have to build them differently. So as you can see there, I tucked the front end. I always do that on sand tracks. No idea why, but I do. So yeah, not a huge fan of sand tracks. Certain sand tracks I am a fan of, but this one is kind of difficult. The corners are kind of sharp, and just I ain't got nothing bad to say about it though. Overall still fire. So, but before we dip out of here, man, make sure you guys go check out my homeboy Deeds on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you go check out RC Designs if you need any gear made at all. Dude cooks when it comes to making gear. And go check out my homeboy Cade from Cade Suspensions if you need any suspension setups. We're actually on his free MXGP setup for the 450, and it's been working wonders. So definitely go check those guys out, and go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.